Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I have invented the 5-minute meeting. All right. Ashland City Council meeting of May 4th. It started with a proclamation that May 16th to the 22nd is Historic Preservation Week, and the annual presentation by the Historic Commission said, even though with COVID we reviewed building permits and other projects and the art project with the medallions and the sidewalk, and there are Historic Commission presentation awards. Will be Wednesday online, May 20th at noon, and May 21st, the mausoleum will be open for tours. And then the Climate Energy Action Plan presentation, CEAP, those guys, their goals are to reduce greenhouse gases and become carbon neutral. And the reduction plan is actually not working great because it's increasing mostly from natural gas, and car emissions are slowly getting better. But home use of natural gas, it's up, and electric cars are increasing, and so home solar installs are up. But they're looking into getting grants to convert homes from gas to electric. Ding, ding. And then city manager report. The water supply PowerPoint is on the website, and the city has a water supply plan. And the county is back to COVID extreme restrictions categories, and the state has webinars for restaurants, and the people are hating the cheap Slurry Road reseal. So we have info about how that process is actually, it's just fine. It's fine. And then consent agenda, no discussion, all approved. I hope nothing crazy happened there. And then unfinished business, utility billing is outsourced to some companies. So these two are like, hey, we're just double checking that we're not outsourcing and hiring new employees. And the finance lady said, oh no, absolutely not. That's and then so that's all approved. And then the second approval of the Social and Racial Justice Commission and a public forum for that. So a guy in a hammock said, oh, I support this commission, and a guy from Alaska said, oh, everyone in Oregon, and the entire country is waiting for Ashland to approve this. And then a couple shared a colorful PowerPoint presentation about how bad white supremacy is, and the Lawyers for Justice lady, of course, made a more specific request on police reports, and then she goes, oh, so I move, we approve it all, and everyone says, yeah, of course, we all approve it. And then the social equity monthly discussion led by this one right here. She says, and then so she goes, hey, June 19th is coming up. Juneteenth is coming up June 19th, you know how that works. And of course, the end of Slavery Day, and celebrations are going to happen in Medford at the Pear Blossom Park, and Padding Station has Juneteenth flags, I think. And then this one said, we are talking to the state and federal representatives about some legislation, and police are meeting with SOU students, and bias training for city staff is in the works. And this one said, say their names artists are presenting ideas for the installation in Railroad Park in November. And this one said, there's lots of other things going forward, and so going along. This one goes, hey, so I moved to fly the Juneteenth flag in the plaza and over City Hall on June 19th, and a banner across East Main Street, and that we go to the Juneteenth booth and set up a booth in Medford on June 19th right there. All approved, of course. And then, chronic nuisance ordinance change, changing the rule from 3 violations per 30 days makes you chronic. And as 3 violations in 60 days now makes you a chronic nuisance. And this one said, she goes, hey, just want to make sure you know, this is not, want to assure people that this isn't aimed at poor people who are just jammed into one place and just can't afford a gardener. That's not the deal. And the city guy says, oh yeah, we are so just looking at super sloppy people. And it makes this easier for poor neighbors who don't have the power or the time to confront their sloppy neighbors. They can just call the city and say, hey, chronic nuisance guy. And then outfall of sewage treatment water to be changed from Ashland Creek to Bear Creek. This measure is to approve paying $360,000 to the engineering and design of that new pipe. And so for a quick overview of what's going on, even though our sewage treatment plant is newish, the state and federal laws changed like 10 years ago, and now requiring the water coming out into the creek to be colder, and there's not a knob in the place to just go colder. So for a water treatment plant. So for the past 10 years, the city's been trying to figure out like whether to spray the groundwater in the Imperative property, or dig a new cooling pond, or plant more shade trees, or make a cooling tower, or shallow groundwater mixing. And apparently, if we don't get the water temperature down, the Department of Environmental Quality, or whatever, DEQ, will start fining the city every month. How much and when does that start? It wasn't super clear, but the bearded public works guy said, moving forward, and then he said, moving forward again. You love saying that. And then he said, this is the best plan to move this pipe like that. And then this one goes, she goes, hey, have we looked at Rogue Valley Water to take over all of our wastewater treatment services? Basically, she's saying, hey, can we maybe look at outsourcing all of our sewage treatment? And the city guy goes, oh yeah, that would take years to even get a vague idea of the price and the system design. So we don't even want to get them involved. Plus, if that ends up being cheaper, he'd have to lay off a bunch of city worker pals. So they're not jumping on that plan. And then this one says, is this one? Yeah. Oh, yeah. This one says, I move to approve this $360,000 contract with Jacobs Engineering. And then this guy goes, hey, I'm against this spending. It'll be throwing good money after bad. And this one said, I think this is responsible. And this one said, this isn't about courage. And then this one said, this is the safe move. I know it's passed. 4-2. There's your 2 no's. And then, police agreement with Talent. Talent wants to pay Ashland $375,000 a year for Ashland to send 1 cop 12 hours a day to patrol Talent, and Ashland would have to hire 2 extra cops and spend a total of $253,000 per year for those 2 cops. So that leaves $120,000 left over for extra incidental cop stuff, and just a little extra fun money for Ashland from Talent. So. Man, plus the extra cops are going to have some time to kind of help out in Ashland once in a while. And so, man, our chief, the Talent's chief, Talent city manager, all the council, they loved it. Everyone was like, this is the best idea. We're going to be we're going to be good neighbors. It's going to be the best. And then this one says, I move we do this. And they all approved, of course. And then this guy kind of ran out of stuff to talk about. So this guy goes, hey, I want to add an item to the June 1st meeting. We need more specific rules about who can be on commissions. So we should add extra rules and not just let the mayor pick. And this one says, oh man, I've always hated the commissioner appointment process. I think they want to take over one of the mayor's jobs without actually getting elected mayor. They would prefer to have more to do with that. It's a little nutty. And these two go, oh, this isn't a time-sensitive June 1st kind of thing at all, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 4-2, we're on board. That's going to happen June 1st. These 2 are the 2, and the usual suspects are the 4. That's how that worked out. And then in the meeting, she goes, hey, every month is Firewise month, so go to fireadaptedcommunities.org. And the city guy said that June is when we're going to be getting our evacuation information together. And this one said, hey, the senior advisory group did great work getting out COVID shots. That is it. You are welcome.